I remember reaching out to a brand. I can't remember what the topic of conversation was or the reason for reaching out, but I got an instant response. But it wasn't the kind of instant response you like to see. It was an AI. Well, not even AI. It was a some sort of instant response DM bot that they had set up that said, thank you for contacting the brand name team. We'll get back to you when we can." And I just had to shake my head, little face palm moment, because it really doesn't feel like you're valued at all in that situation. I sure didn't. It wasn't a brand that I wanted to follow up with and continue communicating with. And it's much the same case with customers where the brands, if there is such a robotic response, maybe even an automatic DM response, it doesn't promote the connectivity that you are in push pull, that you're promoting in push pull. And like I just think like it speaks for itself. That's some of the behind the scenes of it. But the very fact that someone can DM you and get an actual a real response from you, and it's not from a robot, and also the fact that you don't have to talk about clothing all the time. I think that there's something really powerful about that.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I think, it's quite unique that you could get a direct line to a manager or an owner at any stage, whether not like, you have to go through this, that, the other. It's like, no, you can directly speak to us. And Vincent, who is my business partner, which thank you for pointing that out. I'm sorry if anyone's listening. I'm like, oh my God, who the hell is talking about? But he always has this saying where it's like, it's either a one-day attitude or a day one attitude. No matter how big the brand is and no matter how many followers we have, it's still a small grassroots brand that, like, we will, if you have an issue, you can talk to me. We're not going to let like someone else handle it. We're not going to push it to the side, anything like that. It's like whatever, no, it doesn't have to be an issue. If you have something to share or you want to share something positive, like, it's going to go straight to me. And it's like, or not to me, it's me and Vincent and everyone, but it's a direct line straight to an owner of the business, which is something quite unique that we offer, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, it's kind of part of it's a shame that it's unique, because it should be the standard for business, in my opinion. This ability to build community. However, it also means that it makes it really easy for those that want to and desire to build a really strong community behind what they're doing. Maybe not easy is the right word, but more so simple. The door's wide open. There's an opportunity here that not everyone's jumping onto, that someone can start today. It's just about, it's just about doing the things.
100%. And we are so blessed to have such an amazing team in here where everyone can really play to their strengths. Like, I'm not formally trained in anything. Vincent's not formally trained in anything. We have God's Way, Toby and Lucinda, who are all so amazing at their jobs and hardworking, that allows me to be able to put in an hour or 2 or 3 hours or whatever the amount of hours is to be able to have that business. And I don't think many people are lucky enough to have such an amazing supportive team that we have here. And I think the real value lies in that as well, where it's like having people that are able to do things like I'm not necessarily so good at. Whereas what I'm good at is building connections and meeting people and being friendly and that sort of stuff. But then I have all the pieces around me and like a business partner that is so amazing and so driven and so fantastic at the creative side of things. I have Lucinda, who is amazing at getting all the admin done, and Toby and Godzo making videos and Toby doing animation that allows me to flourish in what I do. So not as many people are as blessed as I am to be able to have the people around them to make sure that they can do all these things. Because like some people, you're running a brand, it's like, oh my God, like I have to do the DMs, I have to do designs, I have to do the ordering, I have to talk to the supplier, whether that's overseas or here. It's just so daunting. So very, very blessed to have a team around me that allows me to be me and allows me to do what I'm good at, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes total sense, George. It makes total sense. Hey, if we haven't met, my name's Elijah, and I am obsessed with helping streetwear brand owners turn their side hustle into a full-time career. The conversation you just watched is one small part of a greater podcast episode. And so if that is something that interests you, if you enjoyed this video, click on the link that's on screen now and it will take you to the full podcast episode. You're going to love it and I can't wait to see you there.